Hello, I'm Jeff Siegel. Welcome to SantaAnita.com and welcome to our Saturday video seminar as we discuss all 9 races on the Santa Anita program. Good card with 3 major stakes throughout the program. We'll get to that a little bit. Starting off in the first race, though, with a 6-furlong claiming event for non-winners of 2 rather modest claiming sprinting fillies and mares, and it looks like number 7 Pat Olcott will open up on this field. Now, she's got the most early speed. Her stick is very suspect, but she is switching to Joel Rosario. That's a positive. And maybe Joel can kind of slow her down, get her to relax, and carry her the last furlong. If you can do that, maybe she can win. 7-2 on the morning line looks like a square price. So let's go with number 7, Pat Olcott, as our top selection in today's first race. Second race is a maiden race down the hill for 3-year-olds, and number 2 on your program is Arousal. This is an Owen Hardy trained colt who has good form. Seems like he's getting better, has got good figures, and should be forwardly placed in a race in a field that doesn't have a whole lot of speed in it. And he's 2-1 on the morning line. It's not a big deal. I don't think he's worth anything less than that. Number of question marks in the race for horses trying turf for the first time makes it a little bit of a risky play here. So if you want to make a small single play and you're rolling exotics in the early double or pick 3, I think number 2 Arousal is pretty solid, but don't go overboard there. Put him on top, and I think there are maybe better possibilities later on in the program. Third race is the Sham. Very interesting race for 3-year-olds here, and I'm going to boil this down to the 2 recent maiden winners, number 2 Uncle Sam, number 4 Tapizar. I think either one could win. Now, Tapizar is faster on numbers than Uncle Sam. Tapizar, of course, coming in from Churchill, where he broke his maiden by more than 10, looked really good, and he's trained very well here for Asmussen for his local debut. But Uncle Sam, I loved his maiden win. First time out of the box going long. That's a tough task, and he was able to win, drawn away at the end, and he's also come back and trained well. And although Tapizar is faster than numbers, he has also had more races, and I think maybe Uncle Sam has more upside. So let's go with number 2, Uncle Sam, as our top selection. Use them both in your rolling exotics, taking a stand against the logical class horse, Clubhouse Ride, who was a pretty good third in the cash call futurity. You can't take that away from him. But he's had a number of chances, and maybe he's reached his peak, whereas I think Uncle Sam and Tapizar have a higher ceiling. So 2-4 in order for us with Uncle Sam over Tapizar, and again, use them both in your rolling exotics. Fourth race is a claiming event. We're going to use 3 horses here. They are numbers 3, 4, and 5. Iridescent Red coming off a nice win in a 12-5 non-winners of 2. Hits the bottom here for Kumiva with Rosario riding her back. She's solid. Number 4, Bellini Bikini, coming out of a pretty strong race. She should be forwardly placed. She at least can get a piece of it. And the Bay Area shipper is number 5 on your program, Minor Pick, coming out of those Tapizar track races. You can really get him legged up running over there, and I think she's going to run well on the dirt. So use number 5, Minor Pick. A little cheaper on paper, but she'll outrun her odds, I believe. 3, 4, and 5. Use all 3 in your rolling exotics. Fifth race, another grass race, maiden race going a mile. I'm going to boil this down to 2 horses, numbers 4 and 6 on your program. Number 4 is Kumiva. 6 is Screaming Destiny. I like Screaming Destiny. He's a colt who's bred to run long, bred to ride on the grass, came off a layoff, had a good prep in a hot race for Owen Hardy, again stretching out into Bejarano, and this Street Cry colt really should enjoy the added distance and the switch in grass. 9-2 in the morning line is attractive. Let's go with number 6, Screaming Destiny, on top of number 4, Kumiva. He's a 5-year-old maiden, and he had a recent comeback sprint, which should have him tightened up. He's got some back numbers that make him tough, so use also number 4 Kumiva, but preference going to number 6 Screaming Destiny. We'll make it 6-4 and use them both in all of your rolling exotics. Sixth race, the Santa Ynez, a grade 2. The inside 3 should dominate, numbers 1, 2, and 3. Number 1 California Nectar, coming off that really sharp win in the Cal Breeders. Number 2 Star Presence, a sharp maiden winner for Baffert. And number 3 is Zazu, who ran very well, going 7/8 in the Moccasin 2 races back. Backing up in trip, this is a good distance for her. So those are the 3 main contenders. I like California Nectar, even though she's a Calbred, coming out of a Calbred stake. But I like the way she won. I thought she was kind of playing around towards the end and had more to give. And inside speed, she should be on or near the lead throughout. And I look for California Nectar to be very tough right back. However, Star Presence and Zazu, high potential types with credentials as well, makes it a tough race. Use all 3 if you're playing rolling exotics. Seventh race, we'll use numbers 3 and 7 and another 6.5 down the hill sprint. Good allowance race here. Number 3 is Earnednevergiven, who was disappointing last time out on the dirt, but back on the grass, he's undefeated in 2 starts on turf, so look out for that. And then, of course, Connagher, who has been freshened and has some good form. Overmatched, perhaps, in the Morvich. Not today. He'll be running on strongly late. Earnednevergiven, back on turf, part of the pace. Pace looks soft. Look for him to be very tough, and he's 7-2 on the morning line. And also Connagher, who'll be your best of the best closing horse, I believe. 3 and 7, and use them both in all of your rolling exotics. 8th race is another really good race. Of course, this is a San Fernando without Sydney's Candy in the race. It's kind of an open fray. I'm going to go with number 1, Tweebster, and also number 6, Theskyhasnolimit. Tweebster is improving with racing. He's training well. He's inside speed. Obviously, without Sydney's Candy in the race, the pace scenario changes dramatically. It won't be nearly as hot or fast, and that plays right into the hands of the Baffer-trained number 1, Tweebster, who could be on or near the lead without a whole lot of pressure. I think he's going to be tough, as will Theskyhasnolimit coming out of that killer Malibu Stakes opening day. He can sprint, he can route, he's training great, and he deserves to be the favorite. So definitely use Theskyhasnolimit number 6 along with number 1, Tweebster. Those are the two that I'm going to use in an exact box, and I'm going to use them both in my rolling exotics. 9th and final, maiden claiming race. This is a mess. Spread. Use as many as you can afford to use. I'm going to go 4 deep using numbers 5, 6, 7, and 10. Kind of a pure guessing name. Number 5, Brereton Park is a first-time starter. Seems to be trading decently for Gary Sherlock. A little will go a long way in this race. So use number 5, Brereton Park. He's 8-1 in the morning line. You got to throw him in. Number 6 is Pure Distinction. Maybe the best of the known element. He's lightly raced with just the 2 starts. He's got some speed. He should improve. Bejarano takes him out. He should have him on or near the lead most of the way. Then you've got number 7, Cabo San Lucas, who ran off and stopped last time out. Hopefully he can slow down just a little bit, and perhaps with Talamo getting him out of the gate and kind of rating him a little bit, maybe he'll stick a little better. So use number 7, Cabo San Lucas, and number 10, High Valley Guy, far back against straight maidens, dropping in for a tag, training well. Maybe he's better than shown. Only had the 1 start. Good outside draw. Throw him in at 12-1 in the morning line. That's number 10, High Valley Guy. So those numbers again, 5, 6, 7, and 10, and a spread in the 9th and final. And again, if you can use more if you're playing rolling exotics, be my guest. Use as many as you can afford to use. That wraps it up for today. A very good and interesting card at Santa Anita. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.